MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Let's go, baby. All right. What you got for me, baby? What you got? Tap. Black 80. Black. Tap.
Throwing first play is Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Delta, hut.
Herbert. To the right side and intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
17 yards. First down, Raiders.
They'll go again with Genty. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
On the draw, here's Genty. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 17-yard line.
To throw is Milton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
70 Ranger. Here we go. Set. Knock that Cougar 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Genty will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On 1st down, it's Genty. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Benjamin St. Just on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Milton.
Chargers 24-yard line.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 9
Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Milton. That one out wide and intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Go.
They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amarian Hampton, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals, 69, 79 Broncos.
Throwing is Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cowboy 80. Go.
Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Warrior 70. Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Mustang 19.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go. Viking 18.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Milton. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. They'll toss right side to Hampton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Chargers hit 6-5 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, count play.
Herbert now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Raiders 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Switch. Let's go. Cowboy 19 tight. 18 Rodler. 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Who do you want? Check out.
Back to throw. Milton. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 77 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart.
There he goes, right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Looking to throw. Milton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Milton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
"35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Crowd right.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set. Home to troops right. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Ray. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. 21. Set.
Herbert back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Lad McConkey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Chargers 28, Raiders 14.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
19,
They'll start on the ground with Genty. Across midfield. And down to the 16-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let go.
Operating from the gun, Milton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chargers 28, Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 63 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point
They'll try and
conversion.
throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Raiders 29.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Here's Herbert. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. And he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Go. Delta. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. Touchdown, LA! Trey Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, Ram. Set.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Chargers 41, Raiders 29. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw is Milton. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
70, 65 check, 65 check. Go.
Back to throw. Milton. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here.
Will line up for the
After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action. Milton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders get a bit close. Sir. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Chargers 49, Raiders 36.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
Herbert.
34-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Here's Hampton. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
The 32-yard line.
Home to trips right.
Back to throw. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
21.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Chargers 55. Raiders 36. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the foot. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Milton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Again, Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws. And that's another one right there.
21.
On fourth down, Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get it? 60, 19, Lions. Mustang 19. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fighting down past the 45. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Lion.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Herbert now. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
62. Raiders 36. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to...
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer, cooped up.